What is going on, my Gamblers Anonymous? What a week one in the NFL last week. We are now in week two. And just so you guys know, I'll be doing my picks on Wednesdays now instead of Tuesdays. Just a heads up. So let's get right into my picks here. Week one was an okay, pretty bad week actually, to be honest. There were 16 games. I got 9 out of 16 against the spread, so 9-7 the first week. Let's hope week two is a bit better for me, and let's get right into it. So we got Broncos at Chiefs. Chiefs are favored here by 3 points, a field goal. And the way the Broncos played and the way the Chiefs played, in the first week, I'm going Chiefs here by 3. The Broncos beat the Baltimore Ravens, but they looked flat. Peyton Manning did not look good whatsoever. And the Chiefs absolutely just destroyed the Texans. They looked great the first week. So I'm going Chiefs by 3. Okay, next game here, we got the Texans at the Panthers here. As I said, Houston looked bad at home. Panthers looked okay against Jacksonville. And the spread here is Carolina by 3.5. I guess I'll take Carolina by 3.5. They should beat Houston. Houston didn't look good again, but Carolina looked okay. So this, I don't know, it might be closer than people think. But still, I have a feeling Cam Newton will take that ball. He'll throw it. He'll run it. Whatever he has to do to win that game, he is a beast. So he'll put that team on his back and get the victory. Okay, up next we got the 49ers at the Steelers. And the Steelers, the spread's by 6. That's a lot. Because the Steelers, the first week, they lost to New England. And the Niners beat the Vikings. But both those teams, Niners and Vikings, are going to have a long year. So, let's pick here. I'm going to go Steelers by 6. Yeah, why not? Because I do not like the Niners going forward. They're going to have a long year, as I said before. All they have is Kaepernick. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, and the Steelers, they look good. They have a nice offense going. So, I'll pick Steelers by 6. Okay, up next we got Buccaneers at the Saints. The Saints are favored at home by 10.5. Yes, you heard that correctly. 10.5. The Buccaneers got blown out by Tennessee last week, and the Saints lost as well. But I don't think the Saints are going to cover 10.5 points. I know they're at home, and Drew Brees is a different man at home. He's like in God mode when he plays in New Orleans. But the Saints will win this game, but they're not going to win by 10.5. I'll guarantee you that right now. So I'm picking the Buccaneers plus the 10.5 points here. Okay, next we got Detroit Lions in Minnesota take on the Vikings. Now Detroit had a nice lead at halftime and completely just let it collapse against San Diego last week. And the Vikings, they lost again, like I said, the Niners. And the Vikings here are favored by 2.5. And I'm going Detroit. There's no way Minnesota's going to beat Detroit. Vikings, all they have is Peterson and Bridgewater, and that's all they got. They have nothing going for them this year. So I'll pick Detroit plus the 2.5, even though they collapsed last week against the Chargers. Okay, up next here we got the Cardinals at Chicago. Arizona is favored by 2 in the Meadowlands, and I like that pick. Arizona looked really good last week, and Chicago looked like Chicago. They kept it close against Green Bay, but inevitably they became the Bears and lost. So I'm picking Arizona here by 2 points in Chicago. Here we go. New England at Buffalo. Now this line is pretty low. I'm guessing it's because Buffalo absolutely manhandled the Colts last week. I still can't believe that. The Bills look like a good team this year, but the Patriots are still the Patriots. Now the line here is New England only by 2 in Buffalo, and I'm going to jump all over that because the Patriots will take care of business in Buffalo and put a beat down on the Bills. Up next, we have San Diego in Cincinnati. Cincinnati by 3.5. Now, San Diego did come back last week and beat the Lions in the second half, but that was at home. Phillip Rivers on the road is a different man. He's like Drew Brees. When he's not at home, he's crap. And the Bengals last week absolutely obliterated the Raiders. And Andy Dalton looked pretty good last week, so I'm going to take the Bengals by 3.5 at least to beat the Chargers here. Next, we got Tennessee in Cleveland, which might be the worst game of the week. Game of the week, if you know what I'm talking about, W-E-A-K. And the spread is Tennessee by 2 in Cleveland. You know what? The Browns are at home. I'm taking the Browns plus the points. I don't care. This game's a pick 'em because both teams are crap. They're going to do crap all year. So I'll take Cleveland here. Next, we got the Falcons at the Giants. Now, the Falcons last week took care of business against Philly at home, and the Giants kept it close. They should have beat Dallas, but they just let it all slip away the last seconds of the game. The Giants here are favored by 2.5, and I like the Giants at home. The Falcons, they looked exposable. Like Philly could have won that game, but Atlanta, they're at home. That's why they won the game. But the Giants are a nice team, solid team, veteran team. They get Eli Manning, they get Odell Beckham, they got some young, nice running backs. So I take the Giants by 2.5. Okay, next we got Seattle in Washington to take on the Redskins. Sorry, St. Louis to take on the Redskins. I say Seattle because St. Louis absolutely. I don't know how they beat the Seahawks. That game, I lost that game because of St. Louis. So that's why I'm taking St. Louis this week by 4 points to beat the Redskins, because their quarterback Foles looks like a beast somehow all of a sudden. That trade for Bradford looks absolutely genius for St. Louis right now, and the Redskins just looked abysmal. They have nothing going for them. They don't know what they're doing. They have to start RG3. I don't know why they're not starting RG3, but that's another case, another story for a different day. So right now, I'm taking St. Louis by 4 to beat the Redskins. Next, we got Miami by 7 in Jacksonville. That number is high. That number is kind of high for my liking. Jacksonville's bad, I get that, but I don't know if Miami can beat them by 7. I'm going to have this is my upset pick of the week. I am picking the Jaguars plus the 7 points. Not to win, just to keep it close against the Miami Dolphins. You heard it here first, guys. I'm probably the only person in the whole world picking Jacksonville plus the points. So Jacksonville plus 7 against Miami. Next, we got the Ravens at the Raiders. And the Ravens last week, they looked pretty crap against Denver. They only scored 13 points. And the Raiders, well, they're the Raiders. So I got here Baltimore here by 6 points in Oakland. I like those odds. I'll pick Baltimore by 6 because Oakland they scored nothing last week. They looked absolutely horrendous. It's going to be a long year for Oakland this year once again. So I'll pick Baltimore by 6. Why not? Okay, here we go. Cowboys at the Eagles. Another good game for Dallas this week. Last week it was Dallas and Giants. Now Dallas and Eagles. And somehow Philly is favored by 5. Dallas won last week. I know it was the last seconds of the game, but they put up a good fight against the Giants. And the Eagles, they barely lost to Atlanta. But Eagles by 5. I don't know if I want to call this an upset, but I'm taking Dallas once again. Tony Romo looks good early in the season right now. Plus the 5 points, a lot. I'm picking Dallas plus the 5 in Philly. This might be the game of the week here. Seattle in Green Bay. This could be a monster game. This is easily the game of the year. It's only been 2 weeks in, but whatever. Seattle looked good, but not great. They couldn't beat the Rams last week. The Packers, they barely beat the Bears. I know it's the Bears. They're supposed to obliterate them, but they still won. A win's a win. The spread here is Green Bay by 4. I'm going to take that. Aaron Rodgers at home. It's basically a guaranteed W. He has Cobb. He has James Jones now off the street. They assigned him. So the Packers still look good even without Jordy Nelson. And here we go. The Monday night game. We have the Jets. 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 At Indianapolis to play on the Colts. Now the Jets looked good last week. And the Colts absolutely got embarrassed by the Bills. Even that being said, the Colts are still favored by 7 points. And it's a recurring theme this week. If the good quarterback is at home, I'm taking the Colts at home by 7 points. That's a big spread, but I think the Colts can do it. So there you have it, guys. There's my Week 2 picks in the NFL. If you enjoyed my picks, like, comment, and subscribe. If you hated them, let me know in the comments down below. And guys, I'll see you next Wednesday for the Week 3 picks. Thanks for watching. Take care.